if you happen to see our Mario Stamp Rally video, then you saw this busty broad before, because we took the train out into the middle of nowhere in part of this stamp rally and ended up here at kyde station, which was unknown to us. We found a random restaurant, and when I saw these pictures of the anime characters that are here, I was like, holy crap, I've been there before, and now we're here today. We're actually going to go and find lunch here in kyde in this area, and hopefully it's good. I've heard good things. I've seen good things. Most of the pictures that I saw of things today have been, the picture made the thing look much smaller. Like the little statue that was bound up, I didn't think it was going to be kyde sized. And I certainly didn't think these beverages were going to be this big. I literally thought they were like that big in the picture.
So these are called kyde boru, which is like a highball.
Named after the area.
And when we came in, so we've come into this restaurant to get lunch. And it is kind of like a rustic place, like, and there's like the dudes that are in here are like, some of them are like construction worker dudes and things like that. Like, that's the vibe that's going on in here. And everybody in the room has ordered these.
Yeah, everybody.
I didn't anticipate to get alcohol, but when everybody else in the room orders something, you kind of like thinking maybe you should give it a go as well.
Yeah, and I thought he ordered one. But no, the lady said it was very strong.
Yeah, she was like, she
ordered two.
She said it's really strong. Are you sure? Because we don't look like construction dudes. And last night we were streaming and I had half a bottle of wine, or not even half a bottle of wine, a portion of a bottle of wine, and I was wrecked.
Oh so, man, so when all of the shots
home?
After this get less steady, you know why.
So anyway, here we go to
kyde.
And no wait,
in Katsushika.
Katsushika, yes. I like that there's a lemon on top. The lemon is great.
It's very smooth.
It's smooth, yeah. It's easy. That's easy to drink. So it's like a highball.
Could be a hidden highball.
Yeah, but
where the effect is hidden at the bottom.
I'm kind of hoping that the food we ordered is going to kind of help soak up some of this alcohol, so that you don't have to carry me around the rest of the ward, because that's usually what ends up happening if I have too much to drink.
I'm just going to take the camera, and I guess I'm off on my own.
It's fine. I'd like to see a kyde adventure.
Lots of unsteady shots of me talking about things. I don't even need to bite this to know that I'm in the right place. This place is gritty.
Yeah,
it is kind of spooky from the outside. And they've got strong drinks and what looks like an epically good meal. And
it's like the right type of clientele. These are the people I want to see when I walk in the place eating. Like the dude work around here, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the right dudes. So almost everything on the menu, which is extensive, there's a million things on this menu, are essentially menchi katsu.
And what menchi is ground meat or minced meat of your variety of animal. They have pig, chicken, and cow. And we chose to get cow because that actually, we don't see that much in the menchi world. So that was a little surprising to us.
I like this word cow. Like, it sounds so weird,
cow.
Beef. So yeah, I got mine. It was the beef menchi, and there looks like there's some onions in there as well. And then they deep fry the entire thing into a couple of little balls.
Yeah.
And it's served in keishoku style here, where it's got some rice on the side, some amazing Wookiee soup, and then a little bit of vegetables or pickled stuff.
There's something special about doing soup right.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of soups in Japan,
I'm actually quite excited about it. I want to try that first. So it's like a miso-based thing with a whole bunch of vegetables inside.
Yeah, you got
carrots and daikon and stuff.
Once the carrot happens, I'm pretty excited.
And this tastes like grandma's miso. That's what's going on. Like, it's really like.
It smells a lot like what I made for ozeki. No, that's the name of the grocery store next to us.
I don't remember. Setchi.
No, setchi is like it's a New Year's meal, but not what I made.
It's like a New Year's thing. We talked about it. Oh, hi. Hi.
She wanted to make sure we understand the sauces because there are four
different
sauces.
sauces. Yeah. I wanted to just try like a bite of it raw, but it does say on here like you got to try the sauces. So I'm gonna just get into a single piece of this. Did you want a piece of this to try as well? Or?
Yeah, I'll steal it from you.
Okay, because we're gonna do a bit of a swap off because Katie got a different set. Okay, so this is deliciousness to deliciousness.
Beef menchie.
And where we're sitting at a counter, we can see right into the kitchen where the dude is making these things. He's got a vat of boiling oil.
I got a great way to describe this to Americans. Don't know if it'll make sense to other people, but take the best meatloaf you've ever had in your life and deep fry it.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
That is stunning. Now, I'm curious about the cheese because it said it was cheese menchie, and it didn't specify which meat was going to be covering the cheese. Let's try to figure out what meat it is. I'm going to say that it's not beef because of how light the color is in comparison to the one we just ate.
Yeah, let me see if I can get people to look in there. So that's what we're
It's
working
cheesy.
with.
All right, definitely onions. Is it chicken or pork?
It's hard to tell.
My vote's pork.
I think you're probably right, but the cheese has actually got some decent flavor to it. Like for Japanese cheese,
Yeah.
I think they used a decent, like a cheese with like a bit of richness to it. I mean, it's like trashy American richness, not like snobbery like French cheese or anything like that. You know what I mean? But it's still
it's
a lot of times cheese here is
flavorful ghetto cheese.
Yeah. This is incredibly unhealthy and incredibly delicious.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where this is gonna land. I noticed you use the double cheese.
Well, you won't appreciate the double cheese if you've never had the single cheese.
That's a good point.
Yeah. If you double the cheese without knowing what the single cheese was, how would you know how much double is?
You have it.
What I think they do is they put cheese on top.
Oh, they might. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's room in there, Graham. You could put more cheese in there. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out some different sauces and getting a little bit unhealthy in here and then seeing if I can walk out once I'm done with my drink. So, adventure is
This
ahead.
is going to be a great time. I'm not worried about us at all. My mouth tastes like cheese. I am on a crusade to eat like an adult. That did not happen. We did not catch on video me sucking at eating like an adult, but these are the remnants. I poured my entire soup all over the counter. And then I proceeded to eat all the like edible non-liquid items from the counter.
And I'd like to point out that you aren't totally drunk yet.
No,
because
because that's just naturally me. Like, I don't want to miss out on that flavor. So, you know, you just gotta enjoy it while you can. That's how I live. You put the katsu in Katsushika. How do you feel?
I feel like I need to find a shika now.
Yes.
But the katsu is pretty good.
I have provided double katsu. Double katsu. So you need to get
Zero
that shika.
shika.
Yeah, well, that's your part.
We need to find a dentist.
Kame means turtle, so kame adi? I don't know what adi means.
It means adi, like here. Like a thing that's here.
Ah.
Aru.
And indeed he is. Imas. Imas.
That's a good point. It should be kame iri.
Yeah. We have traveled one station on the Jobin line. What the hell is the Jobin line? Anywho, we've come one station for something that I don't even know if this is going to be worth having come over here, but I was quite interested in it. Behind me is a building. It has like a circular thing at the top of it. The circular thing doesn't matter. Look at the building, assess what you think about it, and then tell me what you think it is. Have a think about it. We'll be back in a second because we're going to make more footage on the other side. But Eric, I want your brain to be brewing. What kind of facility is this?
My guess, just based on what I'm looking at, is maybe something that communicates with space.
Something that communicates with space. Interesting. Don't back up. There's a guy. Okay. You're good.
I've been drinking.
don't know if we're gonna get a better view, so I'm just gonna do the rest of this from here. You're already shooting, okay. So your guess?
I said something that communicates with space, but then I saw signs that said something about police departments.
Okay. This is a detention house.
Oh, it's like a
This
jail.
is a Tokyo detention house. Yes, it's a jail.
Oh, wild.
And I guess I wouldn't have been as intrigued if I hadn't read that there's an execution chamber inside.
Oh, that's morbid.
It's quite morbid. So my next question, my next trivia bit, is what type of execution does Japan use? They do have the death penalty. So your choices are lethal injection, hanging, or the electric chair.
I think it's lethal injection, but I think I know that for sure.
What do you think? It's hanging.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I am totally serious.
I was so wrong.
And this chamber inside has a trap door that once the person is hung and dead, they fall through the trap door down to where the dead bodies go. And I mean, all this is found on Wikipedia. I'm not looking at anything like super in depth down in the depths of the internet or anything like that. That's what's something that happens in this building. And as recent as of 2018, they executed 2 of the members from the sarin gas attacks on the trains in this building. So just really caught my eye, and I thought, well, that's intriguing. We really don't live that far from a prison.
From a gallows.
From a gallows, yeah. It shocked me when I read that. My mouth was just agape, like, they hang people? And then I thought to myself, it's pretty clean. I mean, that's probably why they were doing it in the past. Anywho, that's going down the rabbit hole of my thinking, but yeah. So that is why we have come to Ayase.
Do you know why there's a satellite dish on the roof or whatever that thing is?
I don't think it's a satellite dish. I think it is just visually something.
Gotta put some sparkle into this.
Basically, this building is built on an X.
Okay.
And it's very similar to the immigration building that we go to in Shinagawa, which also contains a detention center for immigrants. So apparently the X is bad. Damn it.
According to Katie's Wikipedia research, this is one of 7 detention centers in all of Japan. And we're not sure if that includes things like the Immigration Detention Center, but basically this is one of the 7 major prisons in Japan that is still operating that we're aware of based on Wikipedia. So if that's incorrect, whatever, sorry. But something that I'm noticing is, like, I don't know if I've ever visited a prison in America or a detention center of any level, but when you think about what you see in like television, there's like a tower and like a big fence and multiple fences and then razor wire along the top and stuff. This doesn't have any of that going on. Like, this is like a standard fence, and then over there is another fence, and that's it. And then it just goes into what looks like a weird apartment building, kind of, is what it looks like. Like, it looks like a weird office building or something. It sticks out, but it doesn't look like, hey, this is a prison. And then if you turn around, you're actually looking at just apartment buildings. So these people have just got a view of a prison, which is kind of a weird view to have. But I mean, you can just see it's not like it's like segregated away from the community or anything. It's just right here in the middle of everything, and it doesn't look incredibly high security, at least on the outside. Maybe the inside is really crazy, but like from what we can see, I wouldn't even, walking past this, be like, oh, that's a prison. Like, I would never even cross my mind unless she had known.
You thought it was a spaceship. We're walking from the detention house to a random tourist spot, and I kind of just wanted to show that Katsushika, this is a part of it. It is like transportation. There's lots of roads, lots of highways. There's lots of housing for people. There isn't like a big tourist draw. And I think it's important to see this. Like, we're walking past it and it feels really normal, but you might watch this video and not think that this is like how you would drive in and out of Tokyo. This is a vein for in and out in Tokyo. I think it's important to see it. Came to this area for statues. Not these statues, but standing outside of these statues, we just got a lesson on the zodiac. A very friendly pair of men came over and told us in English all of the animals, which we'd been kind of like debating whether this was zodiac or not, because some of the animals we couldn't figure out what they were. I mean, obviously, nice cock. Give it up. But we couldn't figure out what. Nice cock.
Yeah.
Well, we can't. I still don't know what this is.
No, they didn't know either. They just were like, and they just went on to the next one.
They saw that one. They were like, and then they went all the way over there and started. Yeah. So we still don't know what this foxy one is. It's quite foxy.
Look at the thighs are out and everything. Golly.
Yeah. So then I told the old man that I am a cow, and he told me he's a rabbit. And I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't know if Japanese people subscribed to the zodiac by year like we do at Chinese restaurants in America. So that was kind of cool. And then I told him that Eric was a monkey, and he said, big monkey. These are the statues that I was bringing us to see. I'm in straight say. The other ones were really cool. These represent the 7 gods that we were chasing around at the beginning of the year during the pilgrimage that we enjoyed in Nihonbashi. So these are the 7 gods of many things which I totally can't remember. That was like a month ago. Poof. I have no idea. But one very important thing we finally found. Our Shika. So we put the Shika in Katsushika.
What does Shika mean, Katie?
It means deer.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody out there knows the Japanese word for deer, you know what I'm saying?
You have homework. Understand all the things that I say before I say them. The 7 gods were not shining down upon us in the last train ride that we just took because the train went in the wrong direction. Anywho, we've made it to Shibamata area. We didn't actually go to the station because we had to walk from another station. But we've ended up in kind of like this ancient Shotengai area with lovely little lanterns. Even though all of the shops are now closing down, we've managed to get some grass balls. It said that they're dango made with grass. I am assuming matcha is some part of that.
Maybe it's just straight up grass.
Maybe it's just straight up grass, but got some beans on top.
This place had quite a line too, so it seems like it's the place to go.
It's grassy.
How is it though? How does it make you feel?
Like an animal that eats grass. It's not bad. Like, it's a refreshing flavor. You know how like you get spearmint? You haven't had spearmint in a while? Grass is like that. I would recommend it, but I would have it maybe once or twice a year so that you fully appreciate it and don't get tired of eating grass. It's kind of nice that there's nobody out here.
Yeah, it's really peaceful. This feels like a very touristy little area, which I'm surprised by because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of tourism in this part of Tokyo. But apparently there's some sort of draw because it feels very much like something you would see in like, I don't know, like I just heard the word Kamakura a few minutes ago. It's like Kamakura or what's that little town in Saitama with the bell tower?
Kawagoe.
Kawagoe, like that kind of thing. It feels reminiscent of that vibe. And we ate that kusa dango, which is the grass snack we had. And I thought it was the specialty of that place, that restaurant.
But it seems more like the specialty of this place,
neighborhood.
The entire area.
Yeah, and I think I might be seeing why this is touristy. That thing looks incredible.
Spotted this playground from far away because, look up, it's tall. But a weird thing about it, it's not made of like aluminum or something like that. This is actual like rocks and concrete. This can't slide. Can it slide? We're gonna find out. the better slides in Japan. Holy crap.
It didn't like shred your drawers up or nothing?
No, it was a really smooth ride. You should have a go.
I don't know, would I fit in there? Or my hips?
You need to put your knees up because it will bend you in a weird way since you're longer than me, but I'm going again. Eric, this is free. Alright, I think if I cannonball it, it's better. Yep, cannonball's way better. Yep, that's a solid slide.
I feel like I'm not made for this. They weren't designing dudes that were my size for this. Am I going to be too tall for it?
Cannonball, shut up!
Well, I'm worried about my head. Okay, here we go. It's pretty good. I lost my phone.
That's the sign of a solid slide.
You really get moving on that.
You get moving. Yeah, if you do cannonball, it really toss you about.
I mean, I don't think you could put your legs straight out on this anyways. You would end up
I did on the first time.
You'd like, oh really?
Yeah.
You could go around that sharp of a bend?
Yeah,
your
yeah.
knees bent around that edge?
I don't know, but yes and maybe.
Come here, I saw something from up there that I wanted to investigate a little bit.
Oh, you got an aerial view of something important?
Yeah, I got a porpoise situation. Oh. See, now this is built for me. This is the perfect size. You just kind of...
Guaranteed that no one that made that was like, yep, we're gonna have some 6'7" dude on this porpoise hanging out in the park.
Oh, this is great. And the other thing about this is like your typical Japanese park where it's like the ground is, we call them kitty litter parks because we're kind of crude about it, but it's just like ground up pebbles and stuff. But then also like it's sand basically. And then there's a pit of sand that they put in the sand pit, which is always bizarre to see. Like you could just put the kid on the ground here, you know what I'm saying, and kind of get the same experience.
Sand is deeper over there.
It is a little bit deeper. But yeah, this is your standard park.
We're in the kiddie pool.
Hey. I'm gonna ride this pigeon.
Look at that.
Oh, he's even better. I fit him way better. Look at it, he's excited though. Look at his wiggle.
We headed over to the river to check out something that didn't exist over there, and then I got distracted by a slide for a little while. So now it's gotten dark outside. It's a great slide, by the way. The lanterns are looking even more beautiful on this Shoten guy, and now we're gonna go and check out the shrine that we walked away from to go to the river. I assumed that what was happening at the river really needed some sunlight and that we could come back to the shrine, but nothing was happening at the river.
Very mysterious.
It was super mysterious over there. But I gotta put my mask back on. This is spooky. That's spooky.
Wait, what?
What's that?
Omikuji, but it's got like a light.
Is that a
It
tiger?
looks, you know what it reminds me of? I ain't never seen that before.
That was a jump scare.
That's awesome.
Alright, spooky bot here. The name is Shishimai. Meet Shishimai. I think if I put money into here, Shishimai is going to give me Omikuji, which is like a horoscope from the shrine. We're just gonna see.
Usually, this is a temple, I think. I think Omikuji is like a temple thing.
Okay, could
Yeah,
be.
looks temple-ish to me.
Alright, well, let's try it. can choose which one I want.
They're all the same.
Except for this one.
Oh yeah, what is that? I don't know.
Should we go with the weird one?
It sounds dangerous. Okay, what's he gonna do?
He's looking at me, man.
This is amazing.
It's mine. Was he just teasing? That was so cool. He looks very pleased with himself. I can't get it out. Stuck.
Maybe that's the button you pushed.
Okay. Yeah, it says heart.
Yeah, like love, omikuji.
Mikuji.
Oh, okay. I couldn't read the kanji, but yeah, it's like this is like a love fortune.
Love fortune. Might have to save this for better light. Oh, this is some epic kanji work here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be reading this or translating it in this particular lighting.
Yeah, we might just have to hold on to this for a bit later. But thank you, buddy. Shishimai. Very cool. This shrine is so spooky. Like, that bell just started ringing out of nowhere on its own. Like, that's the third time it did it, and the first time it did it, like, it was alarming enough to just be like, what the?
Did you hear the Emma over there? That were like, the wind was going through them and they were like clackling?
What's an Emma?
Those wooden blocks that you write wishes on?
Oh no, I was busy listening to the leaves on the trees.
This is really cool.
This is a very, like, a different dimension of a temple.
Yeah. That's just going on.
It's 6 p.m. right now, so we think that it has something to do with the hour turning over. I mean, it could be saying that the shrine is closed now. It could also just be telling you what time it is. That's the 4th ring, so maybe there'll be 2 more, but I can't imagine that this does that at 12, like, at night. And now a rainbow dog has come to pray.
I saw that. He's all blinky.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a rainbow. Get a good view. That guy is going to every single payable spot in the temple.
You do as the rainbow dog says. Mm-hmm. I actually think this place looks really awesome with this bridge connecting these 2 buildings over here. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole vibe of the place is really awesome. And it's almost like it's open at night, but it's not super well lit. So I think that's part of why it's kind of a little bit spooky.
Yeah, totally.
There's a lot about this. It's just a really cool atmosphere. Katsushika Ward has been way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Like, there's been a lot of little quirky things. This little
there's
area
definitely
that we're,
quirk.
There's a lot of quirky things. This little area that we're in right now, the temple that we were just at, the big park that we were at this morning.
The detention center.
The detention center. Yeah, there's a lot of just like, I don't know, this area that we're in right now, I'd call touristy. In the park that we were in earlier, I don't know if I would say that would be worth a visit if you were just here temporarily, but it's a cool place to have, especially if you live in the area. But the whole ward is very personality full of personality.
Yeah, we had a lot of people randomly talk to us today.
That too, and that doesn't happen inside of central Tokyo nearly as much as we had that happen today. Like, a lot, but I have to say there have not exactly been a whole lot of foreigners walking around either.
Oh, but
like, there's been a couple.
But the one of the friendly people was a foreigner.
Yeah, dude from Fiji was like, "What's up?" We were like, "Hello." But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had a pretty good day just walking around, and I thought that the ward was more than I expected. I thought it was just gonna be residential, and that was it. But there was a lot more here than what I had assumed. But do keep in mind, I did not even know the name of this place until this morning.
For somebody who did know the name of this place last week, or found it out last week, having like looked at all of the stuff, it definitely does feel like Katsushika doesn't have a whole lot going on. It does feel pretty full of homes and people living here. Like the most results that I got for stuff when looking up Katsushika was, how much does it cost to live here? That is the major draw of this area, is to live here, be in central Tokyo, but not.
I guess I was thinking that it was going to be like, we used to live in a little area called Musashi Odawa, and it was just residential and nothing.
Yeah.
There weren't any parks, it was just houses, wall-to-wall houses. And I kind of expected this area, because of where it is in Tokyo, kind of up near the edge of Saitama, to sort of have the same vibe. But I feel like it had a lot more popping out of it than just those things.
Yeah.
It wasn't just residential. So maybe my sights were set so low that even something that isn't like explosively cool kind of like excited me. And that's how I feel about this area. But I mean, I don't know, in the way that a lot of the streets look and stuff, like this was specifically uniquely like classical looking.
Get out of here.
Things like this seem to be around every corner.
Give me all your robot foods. Okay, there's cork everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of quirk.
Yes.
What's this guy doing?
I don't know. He's prime for a high five. That probably says don't do that. Jess.
You want to get some takoyaki?
What are you gonna eat? Still being spooky. Welcome to whatever this is. There's a cat back there.
I can hear him.
Are you gonna make friends?
I don't know. Somebody told me a trick to get cats that come to you, but I don't remember what it was now. Do you remember? Like put your fingers down or something? Like there's some motion that you can make that's like...
I don't know any cat craft.
Let's see if we can get down here and videotape this cat. Hi, kitty.
It's ominous and weird.
He's noisy, but he's not really into being buddies.
It's looking deep into my soul right now. If you happen to see our Mario Stamp Rally movie, we made movies?
It was kind of long.
I'm gonna start over.
Thanks for clicking on our video and getting this far. Hope you enjoyed it. Just wanted to remind everybody that there is a first part to this video. I'll link that down below unless I forget, and in that case, then please just check our channel and there'll be one of the more recent videos. You'll be able to watch the first part if you missed it. If everybody could help us out with the engagement robot for YouTube, that would be awesome. The best way you can do that is by just clicking the like button to tell the YouTube algorithm that you liked it and leaving a comment down below. You can write anything at all that you want. If you have a question for us or whatever, we read almost all the comments and try to reply to all of them. So that's a thing you could do too, but just interacting with the video and stuff kind of helps drive more people to our channel, and we're kind of hoping that maybe we can turn the tide of the ship. I'm thinking about that boat that's stuck in the Suez Canal as of the moment I'm filming this, but turn the tide of the ship. Like our channel is sort of slowed down on growth, and we're trying to get that to turn around. So any help anybody can do just by telling YouTube that it's a thing that you enjoy by doing the engagement stuff, that's a big help. Want to thank everybody as well that is supporting our videos on Patreon. That is the only way we're able to continue making videos. So if you want to help us keep making videos in a more direct way, then Patreon is a way to do it. We've also got links down below to PayPal and Amazon wish list. And down below, there's also a bunch of links to all our social media stuff. The Instagrams and the Twitters and the Facebooks. And we are hanging out on Twitch now and then. That's a fun place. If you could hang out there, if Twitch is your thing, that's fun. I'm getting good at this, popping all the stuff off the top of my head. Trying to think if there's anything else that I'm supposed to be like, promoting or whatever. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of more stuff coming from Japan. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on and filming and things that are in the pipeline. So yeah, that's the plug for this subscribe button. If you're into Japan videos and you enjoyed what you just watched, subscribe. We make videos like this all the time. And yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna go film some stuff pretty soon. And I think today, it's very possible Katie filmed a video on her own, but I haven't talked to her yet. So that'll be coming at some point as well. So just, anyway, keep your nose on our stuff, or keep a nose out. What? I don't know how to sign this one off. Anyway, thanks everybody.
Cannonball.